Hello, my gaming tag is SmokM or SmokeM as some people say, and I put these videos together on preferred routes that I like to take, and I've noticed others do take in cutting out any fire that you take from AA or ground units when flying a Kiwi transport. This one's a cheeky little drop off straight from the carrier under the first bridge, down behind that hangar building, keeping away from where you think you could be shot from, using the buildings and quick exit back up on the hill, and that's usually done at the beginning of the match to get a squad ready for when other flags are taken. This route, I'm sure many people who do fly Kiwi transport on Project Reality have taken this route many times, but I like to go nice and slow and nice and fast, put down any angles of attack from anyone except directly underneath you. This is a drop that sometimes happens later on in the game, and this is a good place to drop someone to take North Bridge after Jabal has got a nice firebase across the river there on their side of the map, keeping away from the main base and keeping away from Jabal. That's why I changed that route. So I took that route, keeps away from all kinds of fire. Similar kind of route again. Nice and low and fast again. Of course, if there's an APC there, you're screwed, but you've got to take your chances and rely on the information you get. And these are just some routes that I take. There's more obvious, I would say, for ones in different areas, but these are ones I prefer. Keeping the mountains on either side, making sure to pop up for a target, quick drop down on the road there. Usually the fire base is built there, or something similar. Maybe a squad gets off to catch Jabal, and I exit this way using the buildings on the right as cover, because it's the quickest way to get back onto our side of the map, and it avoids any other danger areas. People will be capping or building fire bases. This one I'm sure many have done as well, left-hand tunnel. The fire base in there is pretty good, but sometimes it's not, because you can get shot from the other side by APC easily, but drop off in there, maybe drop a squad. But the exit is a difficult thing, you know, where do you go, what should you do? I choose that way. It might be a little slow and jittery, but I choose to come back through the dam. To get back onto our side of the map quicker. Another map, Barracuda. Everybody loves Barracuda, apparently. It's a nice map for transporting. This is going to be a tower drop, which usually happens at the beginning of the game. I come through the swamp because there's next to no emplacements built down in the swamp, and there's no vehicles hardly in the swamp. No one checks this river, so you won't take very much fire there. I go under the bridge here. Just my preference to stay low out of firing range, but oh, I clipped the bridge, but I'm still alive. Let's carry on. You didn't see that. As quick as you can, as low as you can without risking clipping anything onto the top there. That usually happens at the beginning, where they're just still trying to figure out where they should build their fire base, and you've got a squad on the tower. That's the route I took back, but obviously you can take your own route, and that's going to depend largely on if you took any fire on the way you came, or reports, or anything of that nature. It depends on how you get back to the carrier. I'll leave that up to you. These are just routes to certain places that I find quick and the majority of the time safe. My preferred routes. Again, I line up with a D column on the map and then turn in. This one's going to be on the two little hangars on the airstrip there. I use them as cover to drop a squad. I go through the centre of the map, avoiding both docks and the right centre of the map. I go through the middle, keeping low. See, anything that's on the side of you or you're flying over only has a short amount of time to take a shot at you because of how fast you're going and how low you're going. drop off in between those. Make sure you stay low, use them as cover from any AA builder tower, and come back the way you want depending on what fire you took. Trees also act to disperse any missiles, anyone taking a pot shot with an AT or AA missiles. Disrupts the lock-on. It can also hit the tree as well. That's why I like flying low. A lot of people don't. A lot of people complain. It's just what I find most effective. This one's going to be a swamp drop. The building's in a swamp, using the edge of the map, because docks is a danger. You don't ever want to fly over the thing. So this is a route I usually take for most of the drops around the island, but I'm just showing you this particular one. Staying right to the edge. Any closer, it's an easy lock on for docks. And I'll just take a look to the right here, just to see where the river inlet is, and make sure I go past it a fair few meters, so that I can come back and not take fire from docks on the way into that river outlet, because you're only going to be, there it is, a few seconds in visible range of dock. By the time you're in, down low again. Usually nobody around here. They're all too busy in various other places. Get a squad down, and depending on what game mode you're on, you can be capping there by the time you're down. If there's a flagged swamp, come back the same way. Instead of going straight left, we'll better get to the carry quick. No. Go further out again, so you're out of sight of docks with the island in the way, and come back around the edge the way you came. It's the safest I find. Now, at the beginning of Mutra, you'll always get some squad that wants to land in the fortress. It's just why they do it. I'm not too keen, but I enjoy doing it for them. But tactically, beginning of the game, it depends. I'm not really for it myself, but I do drop them off in there if they ask. Using this side of the map, of course, everyone would. Coming in on the road low. And when you're going to climb up to the fortress, you want to use that wall you're facing there at the fortress as cover from anything on the opposite side. Just go up the side of the wall, staying low so you're not visible for the shortest amount of time. Just clip over the edge, get down straight away, no throttle. Onto that ledge there, drop your squad, drop your crate, and a sharp bank. Use your flares as you leave, because you won't be taking any AA coming in. It'll be on the way out once they know you're there, which is usually the case for most places actually. This is a cul-de-sac at the back where people like to drop and build a fire base at the very beginning. This is the way I get there, and because it's the beginning of the map, there's a good chance you'll get there without being shot on this outer road. I like to use the outer road to get there, because all you've got to do is follow this outer road and it'll lead you straight into the place without being seen from the entirety of the other side of the map. You might get unlucky, there might be an APC just decides to bomb down there. Because you're going that quickly, you have a chance of being out of his range or behind a building before he can shoot. Just following the road, tapping the throttle, and landing there for a fire base. This one's at the back there. Usually snipers like to drop it at the very back there so they can walk up on top of the mountain. Of course you can drop them on the mountain in various places by just hovering, but if it's in this area I prefer to do this. I use this back road. There is a gun, an AA gun on the right here, as you probably know, and that's the only gun that's going to be able to take a shot at you. And 2 seconds and you passed it. Just follow the road round. Unless you get unlucky and there's some APC sat there waiting for you mystically, you're pretty safe from any lock-ons or anything like that, despite that one AA gun you've got to pass. But next to nobody sits in that thing because it's so out of the way that you'll make it, and even then he's got to hit you, but if you stay low and fast, you'll be out of his range before he knows what's what. And that's it. Thank you very much.